I've now been CEO of Waste Management for 7 years. And from day one, I knew that the way we could transform our company, the one way we could transform our company was through technology. I was in the process of interviewing a number of CIOs and hadn't really found one that I was able to really understand and that could really understand what my vision for the company was. And it was total serendipity. Puneet was actually in Boston and wasn't particularly interested in interviewing with Waste Management or moving to Houston, so he told the recruiter, not particularly interested. It so happened that I was on an investor trip and I was flying back through Boston, so I said, well, why don't we just meet for a cup of coffee and we can talk, and if nothing comes of it, no harm, no foul. So we had a half an hour meeting that was scheduled that we ended up spending about 2.5 hours together. And it was really the only time in my career when I sat down with someone, had a conversation where it just seemed like we were almost finishing each other's sentences from day one.
David and I, share a lot of common goals for the company. We share the strategy, we share the approach. But one of the things that David does that really helps me out in my job is that he's a visionary. He has a ton of experience in the industry and in business in general. So I am constantly seeking his guidance, and he is always willing to be a sounding board to any ideas that I may have. Also, he's been here with the company a lot longer than I have. And for an organization our size, there are some pitfalls and there are some roadblocks. And whenever I need his help to get over those kinds of roadblocks, he's always there to help me out.
If you're going to be a true business partner with the CEO, which is what every CEO is looking for, whether it's from their chief information officer, their chief technology officer, their CFO, their head of people, be a true business partner. And in order to be a true business partner, you have to go understand the business. And so one of the first things that Puneet did when he got to Waste Management was went out to the field and lived the life of a customer service rep, and lived the life of a driver, and lived the life of a dispatcher and a route manager. And so Puneet went in, and before he tried to do anything with technology, he went in to understand the business. So the best advice I could give to any CIO would be a business partner, not a technologist. Know the technology, you got to know how to apply the technology, but be a business partner.
So I would say my advice to CEOs would be, look for a business person first and a technologist second, right? And make sure that your CIO is a part of the decision-making strategic body within the organization. If you are relegating that role as a cost center, you are probably doing something wrong. If you are looking at IT purely as an area to reduce cost, it's probably the wrong thing. To me, the value of IT is certainly in the area of efficiencies and cost reductions. I think it has a huge role to play in that, but I think it has an even greater role to play in product design, in growing customers, in expanding segments, and driving profitability.
Thanks for joining us. We're going to do some great things here at Waste Management, and we couldn't do any of them if it wasn't for Puneet and his team.
Yeah, and I also want to thank David for all his support and his partnership. And without his support and his guidance, we just wouldn't be able to do it.
And now it's back to work to have some fun.